Have you ever watched someone you care about going through a really hard time and felt completely helpless? Hello, I'm Judith Davis. Your feeling of helplessness may be the result of having a partner dealing with depression, a child who's anxious, a close friend whose marriage is falling apart, or an aging parent whose health is declining. You want to help. You may have tried to help, but nothing seems to make a real difference. And the helplessness you feel may be as painful in its own way as what they're going through. The particular pain of watching. There's a specific kind of suffering that comes from loving someone who's struggling. It isn't just concern for them, though that's real and deep. It's also the frustration of not being able to fix it. The guilt of wondering whether you could be doing more. The exhaustion of being emotionally available day after day. And sometimes the loneliness of carrying this worry largely alone. Teachers know this feeling well. A student who comes to school hungry, frightened, or is visibly unhappy may stay in a teacher's mind long after the school day ends. Why it hurts so much. As I've previously described, we all carry reservoirs of feelings in our minds, reservoirs of sadness, anxiety, guilt, and other emotions that originated and enlarged as we grew and developed. One of these reservoirs contains feelings of helplessness. As young children, there were many times that we felt helpless in the face of difficult situations that we couldn't control. When that feeling of helplessness was overwhelming, a portion of it was split off, not entering our awareness, but instead going into a reservoir of helplessness that was out of our awareness. Now, as adults, when we feel the distress of helplessness, it evokes a contribution from the reservoir of helplessness, augmenting our current feeling. What might otherwise be a manageable concern becomes an overwhelming feeling of helplessness, and the anxiety, sadness, and sometimes guilt that we also feel will be augmented by those reservoirs. This is why caring for a struggling loved one can sometimes feel like it's consuming you. What doesn't help? Some people respond to this feeling of helplessness by doing more, offering more advice, researching more solutions, checking in more frequently. Sometimes this helps. Often it doesn't, because without your meaning to, you can make the struggling person feel more pressured than supported. Others respond by withdrawing emotionally because the pain of watching becomes too much to bear. This protects them temporarily, but leaves them with guilt and leaves their loved one feeling unseen. What actually helps? One important thing you can do for someone who's struggling is to remain genuinely present. But to do that sustainably, you need to take care of your own emotional state first. Creating a new mental pathway, one that gradually diminishes and eventually eliminates your own reservoirs, makes it possible to be there for others without being consumed by it. I can show you how. Just click the link in the pinned comment below. If you already have an inner guide and would like to join our online community dedicated to supporting individuals who are using the inner guide in their lives, just email me at drdavis@emotionalcomfort.com, and I'll send you the link.